called The Joyride and Memory Care, and he's the writer, the performer, the star, Rick Sperling, and from the planning committee, Delia Johnson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Rick, good to see you. Delia, nice to see you. Delia, a Jackson person you brought, you decided that this was a play that people in Jackson should see.
Yes, yeah, I was lucky enough to see the show in Ann Arbor because I was active in a group there for 10 sessions. We were doing on Alzheimer's, that kind of thing. So our group got to come to it, and it was just spellbinding. It was just wonderful.
Rick, we've been talking about the show for a few days as we're getting people interested in attending. Tell us a little bit about A Joyride and Memory Care.
Well, it is a play about the journey that I went through and my family went through with my mom, who had late-stage dementia, and we went to a memory care facility, kind of against what our family thought. You don't send people to a facility, you keep them at home. But we thought this was going to be the best thing for our mother, and we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into in terms of just how powerful it was for her, how powerful it was for our family. My 4-year-old daughter was there most days visiting and was adopted by everybody in memory care as their grandchild, a kindred spirit for some adults that were kind of regressing into childhood. Incredible cast of characters, of people there, an incredible community, and incredible amounts of joy. And this really, we kind of thought those days were over for my mom when she was diagnosed with dementia. When I was there, I kept thinking, this has to be a play. How things ended up, my mother unfortunately passed away during COVID, really made me understand that this needed to be a play really about, it's about dementia, but it's incredibly joyful. You kind of heard joyful play because it's about how community and joy can happen and be there during that time. I said, it's got to be a play. How am I going to cast this play? How come I'm going to cast all these? Who am I going to cast as my 4-year-old daughter in this play? And I finally said, you know what? I think I just need to do the play as a one-person play with me playing all the characters, and that's how it happened.
So it's an autobiography, basically. It's about you and your family and your mom. Absolutely.
You know, we can say it's about my mom. The period of time that this takes place, you know, my mom was in late-stage dementia, so it's personal in that way for me, obviously. But I think what we found, this show, since I've done it, word of mouth, people have been there, seen it, and said, I want to bring it to my community, because a lot of people are struggling with how to deal with dementia in their families.
Yeah, and for a lot of families, and Delia, I know you know this, it's not joyful for a lot of people. It's a nightmare, and it really kills families. Yeah. So does the experience that you saw in Rick's play, does that give people guidance to get the joy out of the life of the dementia patient?
I think so. I mean, there's a lot of hope in the play. I think you could see a lot of good things happening to the characters.
Looking for the silver lining in the situation.
Yes. Yeah. So much with today dementia, we focus on the negative part of dementia and the pain that it causes people. But there's more, as exhibited in your play.
So who would you say this play, that by the way, it's being staged this Sunday at L. Sharp Museum, and it's free. Everyone's welcome to go, but they would like you to register so they have enough chairs and everything. But is this for anyone, or maybe specifically families with someone with dementia?
Absolutely. And that's the interesting thing when you say, oh, this is dementia theater. It's not theater for necessarily people that are struggling with dementia, but for their caregivers, whether that be family, whether that be other people. Because I think one of the things that the play celebrates is the brilliance of some people that are able to work with dementia people, both professional people and people that just bring a sense of community and joy with them wherever they come. The person who made a huge difference for us was the wife of another person that was at that memory care, and the way that she brought a family and joy. So I think it's very much for those who are who have family members, who have friends, and who want to kind of have that hope. Because I think there really was a lot of hope that we learned so much. For me, I think one thing doing this play was I learned so much by the end of this process. And after my mother passed away, it's like, how do I share this?
Well, that's I think what happens when people get the word that they do have their parent has dementia. It's like, what do we do now?
Absolutely. And this isn't this talks about, the title is A Joyride in Memory Care. There was actually a joyride that happened in the play, but it's really about that juxtaposition, that joy is possible. This isn't a commercial for memory care facilities. There's many different ways to deal with it, but there was things that were learned that really get to the heart of, one line I say in the play is that, people say a dementia diagnosis is a death sentence, and that what we found is that it's like an invitation to a new life.
How long did your mom live with dementia?
Altogether, about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
But when the play starts, she was had probably given her 3 months to live.
Really?
And she ended up living another 1.5 years. And if it wasn't for COVID, probably would have lived even longer. I
would bet there are people that are watching that think, I would love to go to this, but I can't leave my house.
Well, that's a great thing, because with Dementia Friendly Services out of Saline, Michigan, they're working with the organizers to have respite care, which means that if you want to come and bring somebody and they can stay in respite care while you see the show. That was some of the people that helped me write this play. They said same thing. They had a spouse, and they said, "This is great. I can never come see this show." And that's really a really powerful thing that Dementia Friendly Services provides, and that the host committee is providing, is that opportunity for people to come and know that their loved one will be well taken care of while the play is going on.
That's great. I will encourage people with an interest in this to make plans to attend. I unfortunately will be out of town, but
all right.
Maybe the next time I'll get a chance to see it. Here's all the information that you need to know. Just go to dfsaline.org, and that's Dementia Friendly Services of Saline, right?
Yes.
dfsaline.org/events, and we'll see you Sunday at 2 at Ellis Sharp.
Thank you. And we should say thank you to Celine's organization. They've really helped us. We're a baby group here.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you, DFS.
Thanks for coming in today. Good to see you both.
Thank you.
It's Joyride in Memory Care, one-person play starring Rick Sperling, and thanks to Delia Johnson, part of the committee that's bringing Rick to town.